2, 1. All right, so this is MTG Game State. I wanted to introduce this. I wanted to introduce more, MTG market news, Magic the Gathering. I made all that.
Oh, that's awesome.
I wanted to, talk about stuff. I try to do on the main show with you guys. But, since I'm here, I like to spit more of my own knowledge without being interrupted by my friends. Having you guys here in chat's okay, but I just wanted to, that's my little tell. I just wanted to switch that over and do that. So we're going to get into it. And I know everyone kind of is like always like, yo, what's going on in Magic the Gathering world? I don't really know, So we're going to figure it out together.
Yo, this is awesome.
So I'm going to kick off the music back in. So, state of the game. Playboosters. About damn time, the community. And I've been going to my local game store lately talking to people about this. And store owners are happy because it makes them have to stop having to invest in collectors and then multiple different types of draft and stuff. And we'll get into all that. So, it all starts in probably around 2019, maybe end of 2018, with a thing called Project Booster Fund. And there's also another thing in the set design of Magic called Fire Design, where they wanted the card mechanics to just be really fast, interesting, flashy. So part of that comes Project Booster Fund. So for the flashy cards, we need to start spreading them out into different things. Originally, back when I would play Magic, I never thought I'd be the old man of Magic. We had draft boosters only. And Looney, you're technically the sage old man of Magic. You're like the Master Roshi, so you literally, you only just had draft.
Yeah, that was the only thing we had.
And so collector's boosters are Magic's kind of, and I've been saying it's like the sports cards of that Magic, like sport card product that Magic's trying to do. High-end, exclusive, rares, pulls, money. And in baseball card world, football card world, those products don't have a lot of packs. The packs don't have, they'll have some more cards in them. Like there's people who will pay like $120 or $30 for just one box that has one collector's booster of a baseball card set, So that's pretty interesting. Theme boosters, they got rid of them, they suck. They're just something that kind of get people into the flavor of the sets, but I don't think they're selling. And we have set boosters, which are pretty much draft boosters on steroids, and then semi-collector's boosters, because you can get some of the pulls from a collector's boosters, but very rarely. And you can still get stuff from draft, but not all the bulk that draft would have. Draft boosters have a lot of commons. The set boosters kind of have a lot they have less commons, more uncommons that have good prints and special variants.
Also art cards.
Yeah, also art cards. And I linked for everyone, I'll link these in the video description, but Mark Rosewater on the Magic the Gathering website, he talks about all these things. He talks about why they're doing it. And in 2019, he broke down part of the article, different parts of the article about why they need to do this, and basically to introduce at Throne of Eldraine the concept of the new art cards and how they're going to supplement the new art cards and the new products. So we have borderless planeswalkers. And just to note, when I was playing, we just had borderless lands from Zendikar. The borderless chase lands, the masterpiece lands.
Oh, the masterpiece.
The first Zendikar chase sets. So there's that for you. We have extended frames, and I'm gonna get into all these, but basically, and someone has me echoing in their Discord, but basically
I don't hear it.
Maybe it's me. Anyways, basically, this article that in 2019 on the Magic site, Mark Rosewater just wanted to explain in a very crazy way why we have to give you new products and why you have to start buying. So back to where we are. That's why from like 2019 up until now, we've been having product fatigue. No one knows what to buy. Stores don't know what to supplement. And the community, realistically, because of World Events, is finally coming back out because we can do more in-person gameplay. So there's that. Now, 2019 till about now, the modern draft booster packs were having, you know, part of the Project Booster Fun Fire design. Really cards that felt more in tune with the set and pulled off a lot of flashiness and made draft boosters fun to pull and made set boosters fun to open as well. But these are the draft boosters, and see, this is official art, like product guide that Wizards had to add. Each supplement, they had to supplement this with each set online, so you can know what the deal is with each set and why you should pull what these cards. You know, like Kaldheim's you're getting Snowlands as your basic land pull. That's a little bit more cooler than a land. It's giving you the rare or mythic slot. Whereas in Brothers War, and I have a pack of Brothers War we can open, they're gonna have a slot that's a retro artifact or a schematic, which is a artifact that has like a cool, like back of the room art feel, like back of the house art direction kind of feel. And then you're gonna get your rare mythic, and see, they have to do all that. And now we got the set booster. And the set, this is again, all of the art I'm featuring in this slide is all supplemental art from the Magic the Gathering official sites. This might be from Channel Fireball, from another article, but generally, in this description, we have to use a lot of descriptions, and on Tolarian Academy, he even has mentioned how it's just really annoying that you have to bring up, if you're going to release a card game, why do you have to have like supplemental information online that's really in-depth, you know? So set boosters are basically draft boosters on steroids. You get a full art card, you get your land, you get connected commons and uncommons that really follow the set, the theme of the set. And we have basically, that's called the welcome. That's your intro, your first few cards in, and you're like, okay, this is fun. Then we get into fireworks, which is your head turner slot and your wild card rarity slots. So wild card rarity slots will have cards from the list, or like many types of foils or full arts or extended arts. And a head turner slot will probably be like maybe another uncommon that's in a showcase frame, and I'll get into all that. And if you're still with me, you'll understand by the end. And big finish, just like in any draft booster, is the rare mythic and foil slot again. And then token ad. So that's where we're at, 14 and it comes in 14 cards, where I think draft boosters are maybe 15 cards? Maybe I'm tweaking on that. Don't quote me on that, guys. Yeah, 15 cards. Set boosters are one less. That's kind of weird, but whatever. Now, collector boosters are, again, that baseball, football, type of pull. Like, it's more high roller type things. These boxes themselves are like $300 out the gate. And everything in it's full art, borderless, foil. You see right here in another supplemental information card thing, they're telling you what you're getting. Everything's a banger, let me tell you. I don't have to say foil, 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 extended. You see it right there. The boxes themselves come with less packs than standard booster box, and that is what it is because of the value you pull. Now, great Reddit on the MTG TCG Reddit that we pretty much browse and never comment on. That's the rules around here, guys. Never engage on Reddit, please. Cringe is by user Will29. He gave a really great breakdown though of basically what the hell we've been dealing with of arts. He breaks down what the border is. This is the border. And then the frame. This is the frame. The frame that goes basically around the art of the card in the text box. The border is the black part that encapsulates the rest of the card. And he goes on to explain how we're dealing with full arts, extended arts, and borderless. And full arts, again, are basically the old school, like Zendikar lands we used to have to deal with back in the day. Extended arts are the cards that They're extended horizontally left to right. It loses the frame and border in that part, but keeps them for the rest of the card. The text box can be pushed down a little, depending on the amount of text there. The art is the same as the normal version of the card. And we have borderless. It means the card has no border and no frame. It's similar to full art that is not textless. The art is usually exclusive to this version. And there's also showcase cards, and showcase cards are variants, and depending on the set, they usually follow the theme. That frame art follows the theme and flavor of this set, you know. And I'll show you all so you get what I'm saying. So showcase, like Kaldheim has like a more Viking frame themed, and New Capenna has a more like upscale 1920s Art Deco frame theme. Okay, the Innistrad will have creepy, I don't know, Halloween themed stuff. Lord of the Rings has Lotor. Okay, keeping up. Extended arts are always great. I love pulling extended arts, and I love the variants. Kind of, I think it's really cool. It was just really annoying that they bogged us down with set, collector, and draft. It's like I like just buying draft, and I can't really afford a collector booster every once in a while. One collector booster is like $25 anyways, you know. But having to choose to be like, okay, do I want to get a set for better pulls, or do I want to get draft because I like draft pulls? You know, it was a hard battle to fight through. So, anyways, this is extended, and we got borderless. See, everything's just gone. The frame, the border, all gone, and it stretches out. Really cool. Now, what was really annoying also though is all these, and again, this is all supplemental information they had to show you. All these are annoying because once you get into the foil slots and the rares and mythic slots, you get not only showcase full art extended borderless, you get like step and complete foil, oil slick raised foil, traditional foil with different text. It's crazy. That's where we were, and that's probably where we're gonna be because the new boosters coming up. Again, long story short, they're combining draft and set to be a new booster. So we don't have to chase between ignoring draft, buying set to get some chance of a collector's booster pull, because this is what they're telling me. And again, even if we go up to Lord of the Rings, we're doing that. Draft boosters, you get, if you want the one ring main regular art, you can get that. But if you want the extended art, you're basically not going to be able to get that in draft and set. You have to go get a bundle, a box, or a collector's booster. And it's just, all that kind of got confusing because, again, they have to give us the supplemental information. And I'll keep saying it until I'm blue in the face. So, where are we now, y'all? I'm going to tell it like it is. We're at Playboosters. And yes, Mark Rosewater has a crazy article with points, like in 2019, listing why they thought it was good. And I just want to make a note when we get there. Really annoying that Ethan has to pop in and out when he knows what's going on. Just go on the YouTube, brother. Play boosters. So they're draftable up to 4 rares, mythics, possibility of magic history, basically the list. And they have a new thing called special guest, which is another crazy like hitter reprint list thing without having to put the little list stamp on it, I believe. Well, we can go visit the article. So Marky over here. Hey, why are we putting ads in here? Basically, Mark. What's up?
Isn't there an ad blocker on there?
I don't got YouTube Premium anymore, and I'm using not the computer.
You're not on YouTube though.
Yeah, I am. The music's coming in from YouTube from another source on the mixer.
Oh, that's not going into the Discord.
No, yeah. Oh, it's not? That's awesome. Do you want it?
No, it's okay.
No, it's okay. Don't make me fucking pipe that shit in. Yeah, but anyways, Marky over here. So, before we actually complain about Marky, Magic sets, Magic devs, and we're going to get into it later, Magic the Gathering planning as a whole of everything's planned like 5 to 6 years in advance. So, like, the sets that we see, they probably planned them like 5 or 6 or 10 years ago. You know, this is a 30-ish year old company. They have a lot. And they created and pioneered the TCG game, you know? So they have a lot up their sleeves. So basically, Mark tries to say, you know, we noticed no one's buying set collect or see I'm blanking on everything. But Mark's basically trying to say, no one's buying draft boosters. Everyone's getting into set. No one's basically getting into the other types of product. No one knows what to buy. Stores don't know what to order, and we're seeing sales go down. That's what this all roundabout article stuff is, and this is where I pulled all the art information. See, because they have to explain it. And it gets into and I'll link this all in the description. But it gets into like the percentages and why we need to do this. Basically, long story short, it's because 10 years ago they planned to see, I feel, this is my conspiracy, 10, 20 years ago, whatever, when they wanted to release the draft collectors, set boosters and all that to us, I feel like they wanted to see if there's a way to keep draft as a livable, separate community, and then find a way to give that like alternate art, exciting feel to players who just want to collect like baseball cards and not play the game and just put it away in the binder, flip it for money, stuff like that. But it kind of didn't work out, and I think now they're just like, you know what? Just do what we should have done and just combine them all into one set pack and just do that. Because maybe engineer, you might not understand what I'm saying, but Looney gets it. It kind of gets confusing when you're like on Amazon generally, or walking into your local store and you're like, what box
Fuck
do I
that
want?
noise.
What do you mean?
No, it's just fucking annoying with that shit.
Like you don't know what box to get because all the different foils and
it's
chases.
like you have so much shit that you want to chase, but it's like, where the fuck do I even begin with all this product?
That's why you should just go get singles. And that's what we usually
exactly.
do. That's what we usually do.
Yeah, exactly. Buy singles. Always buy singles. Unless you're a fucking whale that wants to collect shit, always buy singles.
Always. So that's the end of where we are now. So we're at now we're still doing Project Booster Fun, but in a more streamlined way from where we were. The word draft booster is no longer on your booster and is now called a play booster. But really it's just draft again. That is the set booster in disguise again, with more beefy pulls hidden in again. So if that makes sense to you, here we are. Guys, I still have more Magic news that I wanted to get into as well. The new spoilers of the Dino set came out. I don't know how you're feeling about that. Did you guys want to look over some of the spoilers and see what came out?
Dinos.
Let's do it. I'm gonna boot it up.
Nice.
Yeah. Alright, hang on. So we have a huge timeline ahead too, and they spoiled some cards, which is pretty crazy for the Fallout set, the Fallout crossover set, and they've told us about the Marvel crossover set. And previously they told us about the Final Fantasy crossover set.
Boo.
And the Final Fantasy and Marvel crossover sets are full dedicated sets like Lord of the Rings, and they're coming out in 2025, 2026. And the Fallout set is also going to be a dedicated set. I thought it was going to be Commander set. Like, I think actually it is just a Commander set.
I think it is actually.
Let's look at the spoiler. I'll pull it up for you guys. Alright. I just want to see what the logo is. Yeah, I think this is a Commander because they're all Surge foils. So it's going to be like the Doctor Who Commander set, where you can buy packs, but it's just going to be cards from the pack, or from the Commander set. But I wanted to get into the Lost Caverns of Ixalan and don't have ad blocker. Because I don't know what you've seen, but I know I saw the first debut video of the Twitch stream that Wizards did, but I haven't seen anything since. And you showed me, Looney, the Bedrock Tortoise, which I saw the art of, and I was really excited to see. I don't care about the ability. So we have new stuff, the Belligerent. When the Belligerent attacks, create a treasure token. Until end of turn, you may look at top card of your library at any time. And you may, dang, we're gonna have Pirates this set. Pirate is gonna have hardcore tribal support. I feel like the Vampires aren't gonna have a lot, but we'll see. Siempre que ganas vidas, Amelia Benavides Aguirre Explora. luego destruye todas las otras criaturas. Sorry, I can't read Spanish.
Wait, zoom in a little and I'll translate.
Alright, I got you, dude. Siempre que ganas vidas, Amelia Benavides Aguirre explora. So she explores, which is an ability.
Yeah.
Luego, which probably means then,
Later. She
destroy
destroys
all the
the
other
other
creatures
creatures
on the
if
battlefield.
the force of Amalia is exactly 20.
Force probably means power. So the
Where's
first number.
Yeah, yes, sure.
Oh, dude, she has a sick art. Look at, are you seeing this, dude?
Yes.
That's sick alternate. Alex Negria. Let's go.
Siempre que ganas vidas. I don't.
Rebatir,
Alright.
pagar 3 vidas. Let's fucking go.
Always. I don't know. I don't understand that sentence so well.
So the engineer, like I said, this set is highlighting a lot because the theme is like Aztec dinosaur land where the vampires are like
gaining lives.
probably.
Well, maybe whenever you gain lives.
Oh, it's whenever you gain life. Yeah.
Siempre means always, so that's why I'm a little confused.
It probably is. Maybe this isn't like Mexican Spanish. This might be Spanish from a different, like
Well,
Spain or something.
It doesn't say whenever. It says always.
Anyways, continuing on.
Anyway, yeah, sorry.
We got some extended. Oh, we got full arts of Whisper Silk Cloak. Colossus Hammer's getting a reprint. Always love to see it. Wedding Ring is getting a reprint. Why? That's weird. I guess it needed it. It's a commander card.
Oh, it means as long as you gain lives.
Oh yeah, siempre, as long as. You know German?
No, I don't know German.
Waschmikit?
No, I don't.
Artifact to creature.
Artificial
Ein
creature.
Einsiedler Nautilus. Let's fucking go.
One-sided Nautilus? I don't know.
Hat den Spring. I'm not gonna try, sorry guys, but I love that. Because okay, Magic is prints in a lot of different languages. Like they're in Korean, they're in Mandarin, they're in Chinese simplified, they're in Russian, they're in I said Korean, German, Spanish. It's always interesting to get. And sometimes, unfortunately, the cards that aren't in English cost less than their English versions, which is kind of dumb. It's like they're just as good. It's just people who are primarily English speakers don't like to remember the other languages, you know. But no matter what,
That's unfortunate.
it is unfortunate. And the other languages cards are just because they need to sell the product in the other countries, you know. Like we can still get the other language packs here, but they're really probably more prominent in the other countries. But go ahead.
I mean, you know what's a bummer is from, just like based on, and I know this isn't the most reliable source, but just based on memes I've seen, I think people in the UK are barely any better at speaking other languages than Americans. I don't think it's an American thing. I think it is just like
English.
We speak the biggest language in the world, so.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. I don't want to be like tragic. Oh no, it's just like I don't even know if unfortunate is a word. It's just more weird how a lot of people aren't willing to be a bit more worldly.
My Spanish is not great, but every once in a while, I will meet somebody who only speaks Spanish or whose Spanish is better than their English.
We are city boys after all, though. We kind of need it.
Every so often I meet somebody whose English is worse than my Spanish, and I get to have a conversation with them still because I know just a little Spanish.
Yeah, I like that. Whereas English would be the connector language. It's nice to reverse that. It helps kind of expand the brain a bit. But so like again, this I feel like might be in I want to say Japanese, but it doesn't tell me.
I would say probably, but it could be Chinese. It's hard to say.
But whenever one or more dinosaurs you control attack,
It looks
create.
Chinese.
Yeah, maybe it's Chinese simplified. Whenever one more dinosaurs you control attack, create an equal number of treasure token. Dang, yo, Looney, you're gonna be building dinosaur tribal?
Yep.
Look at this card, dude.
Whenever one or more dinosaurs you create. Oh, yeah. I saw this card. This is really cool.
Dude, for a 3-drop, this is.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a. Oh, it's an enchantment? Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's broken.
Yeah.
But, you know, it is also nice that the other non-English cards are cheaper than their English counterparts, because then I can go buy them because I'm cheap, you know? But other than that, no matter what language Magic's printed in, and we kind of proved it when we were translating the Spanish-ish, it's one common language. Like, no matter what language you're playing it in, dominant language or non-dominant language of the world, like, you can play it localized, and they can print it localized for you. And you can go leave your area and play against someone who plays in a completely different culture, and you guys would still be able to know what to do. And even if the art isn't... The art, usually a lot of times, people remember cards by the art and mana cost. The name, also sometimes. Effect, only they remember the effect after playing against it, you know? So... Or reading a lot about it. So if I were to play against someone who had other language cards than me, you know, I kind of would be familiar, and they might not have to explain it to me already just by the art alone or some other indication of the card. And I always thought that is really cool too about Magic. It's a globalized game, you know. This is a card I need to get. I got showed about it earlier. I have an Atli Palani deck, and this is called Palani's Hatcher. And Atli Palani is a dinosaur caretaker, and she cares about eggs. And this kind of buffs her up, gives you some egg creature tokens, so when your eggs die, when she's out in the field, you basically cycle through your deck and pull out bigger guys. It's really great. Fathomless Descent. All creatures get -X until I turn where X is the number of permanent cards in your graveyard. Okay. This is pretty good for 4-drop. You can put that in Muldrotha. Okay, we got stuff in different language. Master's Mural. Oh, they showed the art about this a lot. That's by Rockroofy. Follow Rockroofy wherever they're posting, guys. So when it enters the battlefield, create a 4/4 golem creature token. And flip, create a 4/4 artifact creature token. Can only be activated when blank or another artifact enters the battlefield this turn. Okay. It's pretty interesting. I wanted to see the dinos more. I thought they were going to give us more dinos than they were going to show from the very beginning, but it seems like they're going to just spoil more of the utility artifacts and kind of more thematic world cards than the creature types. And I told you, Looney, you know, this set's going to more focus on the world, pardon me, and the themes of the world than the actual tribe stuff of the world, you know? Like, it's not going to focus on the creature types as much as it's going to focus on the subtext of the world, you know? Ooh, sacrifice another artifact or creature, draw a card. That is good. Discard your hand, transform Terran's Journal. So this is going in a Madness deck for sure. You may cast a creature spell from your graveyard this turn. If you do, it enters the battlefield with a finality counter. And they added this new thing called a finality counter. And a finality counter basically means when it dies, exile the card. So it's like a reverse shield counter or a reverse totem armor, which is pretty crazy. And they've been saying how they were trying to do finality counters for a long time, and this would be the set to introduce them. I thought that was really cool. Kind of wanted to see more of the gods too. I'm just kind of glazing over the spoilers, but I wanted to just see something that caught my eye. And on Ixalan, when they first debuted Ixalan, again, it was Aztec themed, and the vampire creatures were like foreign invaders who were basically conquistadors. The native people of the lands were the tribal Sun Empire, and who controlled the dinosaurs. And there's the merfolk people, who are like the indigenous people of the land as well, and are just in charge of the rivers and the water of the land. And they used to live on land, but then they chose to live in the water. Now, when we're returning to Ixalan, we're going into the Hollow Caves, where there's new, like, groups of people, races of people that have never been introduced before, that are a bit more ancient because they live in deeper parts of this plane than we knew. And one of them is Sovereign Okanek Ahu. And I think they're basically, we got cat people in this set, basically. Everyone had like lions and stuff. The cat people in this set are more leopard-like. I thought that was really cool. And see, this is a showcase art, or see, I'm already confused. This is the I'm already confused. Basically, this is the thematic same frame. Like the frame is, you know, thematically themed to the set. And you can tell they have like a lot of classic Aztec culture style, like iconography. I thought that's really sick. And that's by Pig Hands. So follow Pig Hands wherever they're posting their art. This is really fucking sick. What do you think of this engineer?
Oh yeah, I like kind of like Mesoamerican Aztec.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mesoamerican style is sick. And I think a lot of the artists who are doing the cards too are you know, like part of like the Hispanic culture and the Mesoamerican culture and stuff too, which is really sick. Not everyone, but a lot of the people who are in charge of like the art direction and design.
There's quite a few Nahuatl. I didn't say that quite right. Let me try again. Nahuatl. That was better.
Nawak?
Nahuatl. Loan words in English. Avocado, chipotle,
Oh, words we literally use every day.
chocolate.
So we have Battle Cry coming back. Whenever this creature attacks, each other creature gets +1 that's attacking with it. I think that's awesome. When Sanguine Evangelist enters the battlefield or dies, create a 1/1 black bat creature token with flying. That is sick. Damn, that is broken. Whoa. Get Lost. Destroy target creature, enchantment, or planeswalker. Its controller creates 2 map tokens. What is a map token? We have a Bat God. The gods are really sick in this. And they flip into lands, which is literally nuts. Shamil gave the Oltec peace and death. Aklazot's ripped it away. Aklazot's deepest betrayal. Aklazot's. Yeah, I really like the themes they're going with here. Because usually in Magic, a lot of it's like, you know, like D&D themed, or like, it's like high fantasy, you know? So I really like when they break out of high fantasy and get into other types of lore from other cultures, you know? It's really sick. Some tight. Okay, so we got some dinos. We got a vampire demon. Let's fucking go. Bloodletter of Alcazatz. If an opponent will lose life during your turn, they lose... Oh, it's one of these. Okay. So it's a super sanguine bond card in a creature. That's pretty... Holy shit, that is dope. You guys seen this?
Yes.
It's by Benny Rallman. Follow Benny wherever they're posting art. Let's go. We got a new dinosaur dragon. So it's weird seeing dragons on Ixalan. So you can tell this is probably a really ancient creature because it's probably in the caves, you know? Dragons live in caves. Beginning of your upkeep, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play them this turn. If you exile a land card this way, create a 3/1 red dinosaur creature token. If you exile a non-land card this way, create a treasure token. Okay.
You know what else is a Nahuatl loan word?
What?
Chili.
Chili?
Yeah, like chili pepper.
Isn't like basically like Central or South America where peppers originate?
I don't know which. I think they're really diverse in South America, which means usually that means that's where the thing originates. Like in Peru, they eat a lot of capsicum picacho.
Yo, Looney, we got your card. To cut you off real quick.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Bartolome del Presidio. Let's fucking go.
Presidio.
Dude, they printed
Bartolome
you.
del Presidio.
Looks just like you. Pig hands. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Spoiler season's always weird for me because it's like I like seeing stuff, but I'd rather pull it. Like I don't care to see it right now. I just want to get the pack in my hand, you know.